We do, yeah. We've been living without a coastal radar in Oregon for, well, forever, basically. So, but it would be great because there is a gap there. And with some events like that snowstorm, some other wind events we had, even the Manzanita tornado would have been better warned had we had a coastal radar. So it would be big, but it's not an easy thing to do. It requires political will. Senators need to get involved. It's a big appropriation. So yeah.
Still a big piece of the puzzle there, though.
Yeah, it'd be great to have. There's also a big radar gap in central Oregon, too, which is impacted more during the cold season like this. The big thunderstorms in summer, we can see those because they grow so high in the atmosphere. The radar will intersect that. So yeah, it would be great to get it. So contact your senators about a coastal radar. Let's show you this time lapse from our Wells Fargo Skycam in downtown Portland looking off to the north. Many of you said, hey, we got hail, we got graupel. And this is one of the showers that did it. But then look at that rainbow right in the middle of the scene here as we were heading towards sunset. Didn't quite get there, but still beautiful look at a rainbow. Hopefully you got to see one during the day too. And we'll have another shot of some great atmospheric optics like that again tomorrow, as it'll be another day of showers and sun breaks. Now, the Portland radar picking up on the showers that we had, but it's beginning to clear out tonight, and it's getting cold because of that. So it's chilly, already dipping into the 30s in much of the area, and that's going to be the case towards morning. We'll be down around freezing. You can see there is some rain along the coast right here, and even a few splotches of snow down to very low elevations. Our rainfall today, pretty just really very showery. You get amounts that are not that heavy in some locations, what I'm trying to say here. 400s in Aurora, and then more in Portland, 1700s, Vancouver, 1900s, and Troutdale got hit pretty hard with a little bit over a quarter of an inch there, more than what they had on the Oregon coast, which really didn't see much as the showers were largely inland. Low pressure here, rolling its way up along Vancouver Island, that's one. There's another one forming up down here on the southern Oregon coast, that's two. These are the surface features, and this is what's really defining where we see these showers line up and where they roll, right? But the overall pattern, we've been stuck. There's been a big area high pressure well out to our west in the eastern Pacific. That's been driving the jet stream north into Canada, and then it's been diving south along our coast, and it's been keeping us cool and wet and occasionally snowy. And this has been the pattern now for a couple of weeks, since before the February 22nd snowstorm. This is finally going to begin to break down. Now, here's what it looks like on the weather maps, the upper atmospheric air charts. This is that area of high pressure, jet stream following it along like that. Again, we've been stuck with this for a while, but watch what happens. It begins to finally break down, not tomorrow, but about Thursday or Friday. That area of high pressure begins to melt away to the west and fade away. Now, we still have some cool air coming at us, but then gets a little bit warmer this weekend, and then we're into a southwesterly flow next week, and that should bring us much more significant warming. We may even see the mid-50s next week. Now, in that transition, it is somewhat problematic, especially for California, because it looks like an atmospheric river, a really good Pineapple Express basically, will take aim at California Thursday, Friday timeframe there. There had been some indications this would hit Oregon. Now it's trending farther south, which is good for us, but not necessarily good for California. Yes, of course, they like getting their snow and their rain, but the combination may lead to some pretty widespread flooding down there. Look at our snowfall forecast here through next Wednesday, 3-4 feet of snow, and then you get into California, 50 inches at Mount Shasta, 75 inches at Mammoth Lakes. And if you look at the rainfall forecast for some of the coastal locations like Monterey and San Francisco, 3-5 inches of rain, and some of the snow at the lower elevations in the Sierra that have gotten a lot of snow will get rain. So there'll be a rain on snow event. There could be some pretty bad flooding in California at the end of the week. 39 in Portland right now. It is chilly, freezing level at 3,200 feet, and it will be dropping, of course, overnight. So mostly cloudy, a couple of rain or snow showers, no sticking snow for the valley floor, but above about 1,000 feet there will be. Same thing on Wednesday. Then Thursday and Friday, temperatures begin to eke upward a bit. We get into steady rain as the pattern begins to shift. And speaking of shifting, we shift to daylight saving time Saturday night, Sunday morning. Lose that hour of sleep, but then sunset suddenly after 7 o'clock.
Love that. And if you're talking about mid-50s maybe next week, that's got me excited too.
Yeah, that'll be a nice switch.
Thank you, Matt. You're watching KGW News. Up next, Spirit.